So, I just said this, but I'm going to try to repeat it on a second time as best as I did the first. Your personality is a program, or more, it's a multi-level program, but it's a program that your soul, and it's a program that you use, your soul uses to express itself through a human body. And the program is being run on many phases, many dimensions, often in many bodies in the same dimensional reality at once. And the purpose is to learn a better way to express the soul. So that's what the human experience is. It's a combination of physical and non-physical. All that is, with all that is coming around. Maybe. And the soul and this personality itself isn't just like a singular personality. It's actually layers of personality on top of each other. Like a program, each layer of personality is in charge of one aspect of your consciousness. And often, new personalities are appropriated within your personality complex in order to fulfill new functions as the world develops and changes. And this is what astrology a lot is trying to interpret. It doesn't matter as much what your birth charts are. In fact, in a modern sense, your chart astrologically should really be more open to not only change, as there are not just 13 personalities, but it's a good way to dumb it down for our human consciousness to understand, and for us to make understand ourselves a little bit better by using these archetypes. And so we have archetypal personalities in charge of different aspects of our being, and it's those personalities are making the best, for example, making the best emotional decision, making the best leadership decision, making the best battle decision for you based on your intelligences stored within your personality. So based on those intelligences, your battle personality, Mars in astrology, has a way of expressing itself to better express the soul's more pure, infinite way, in a physical way. So, your Mars is speaking to your Jupiter, your leader, and it's speaking to your true will, and it's speaking to your emotions, and it's speaking to your rational thought. And all those personalities are communicating and coming to decisions. Often they're in conflict, which is what causes a lot of our stress. We're in conflict with ourselves about how to act and what to do. And so what comes out as your human personality is a culmination of all of those parts as expressed through your soul. So, and sometimes in our society, we're taught that we're just this unified personality. That's where the monotheistic religions come from. They're trying to unify your personality under a individual so they can make you believe that it seems okay for a human or an individual to be the ruler, because In past pagan societies, you didn't necessarily have a singular ruler. It's like you didn't have a singular god. Polytheism allows for the power to be spread to those who are best at wielding certain powers. But with monotheism, we're taught that we're one being. And that creates an additional conflict in us in life because we are forced to choose a personality. And so some people, they're not choosing the higher self. That is the culmination of all of those chakras of personality. You can call them all the colors of the rainbow that make you. But instead, they're focused on one chakra, or they're focused on emotions, or they're focused on Mars, and everything is a battle for them. Or do you know that person that's focused on being the ruler and telling everyone how to be and what to do, when in fact that's the poor way to be a ruler. And so when we're taught about devils and demons, then people, when they decide to choose one of these parts of their personality, they start internalizing this belief in devils and demons. And they start believing that those other voices, not voices, they're other parts of you, inside of you, that are different ways of looking at things, besides that one that you chose to be your defining you. You're more than just one being. You can be a mother, you can be a teacher and a mother. You can be a cook and a teacher and a mother. Well, in fact, you should be all of these things. You should be able to clean your home, to cook your own food, to grow your own food, to manage your life. You shouldn't just be a mother, or women are only here to be a mother, or, these motherly duties. And then we're become defined by one or a few parts of ourselves instead of being well-rounded, whole individuals. And part of the danger with that, and it's not just the danger, but the issue, is that parts of ourselves become the demons and the enemies. And then when we see those parts in other people, we're sometimes jealous or made subconsciously aware of something that is part of us as well, but we're lacking because we've demonized it. So you've demonized music, or you've demonized sex, or you've demonized different social groups or different activities. Instead of taking them for their good and their bad, they've become an enemy. And then when you see them in others, this gives you the pretext for having enemies in your life. Instead of just other people who have different ways of expressing themselves, or even often the same ways, in similar presuppositions that maybe remind us of what we haven't been paying attention to. Because these are the 12 gods, and inside of you are the 12 joys of life. And when you spend all your time just worshiping one joy of life, and maybe forgiveness in Christ is your joy of your life, but you use that as an excuse to reject all others and call them demons. First of all, I don't think that's what Christ taught. And secondly, you may falter from your love for Christ. You may start to hate Christ because Christ is your excuse for rejecting the other 11 joys of your life. And who knows, for some of us, maybe it's 100 joys. 12 is a number meaning infinity. And it's a large but not a small number where, we should have more than 2 or 3 lives, 2 or 3 loves of life. But maybe 100 is too much. I think all of us have at least 12. even small ones. I mean, I have 12 generalized ones. I have cooking, growing, building, learning, socializing, camping, the outdoors. I need to write them all down because that'll be better for the book. But the 12 joys of life become a 13th joy when you are a well-rounded individual who has the confidence in knowing that they're strong-willed enough to enjoy all of the joys of their life. The 13th joy is well-roundedness.